Welcome to Chat and Dish. I'm Casey Quadetti, and today let's talk cassoulet. Well, not real cassoulet because that takes, practically an entire day to make. You need confit de canard, that's duck that's cooked in its own fat and preserved. I don't really think that we need to eat that way or cook that way these days. So, we're going to make a fantastic chicken, sausage, and bean casserole that takes its inspiration from the old traditional long cooking cassoulet. So, first up, let's get started with our sausage. Okay, we've got 3 Polish sausages here. Don't use Italian sausages, they have fennel. This dish would never have a sausage with fennel in it. Just make sure they're nice and brown on all sides. I've got 2 chicken breasts. I cut each one in half down the middle. You know, these have bones, they have skin. You need that for when you make a cassoulet. If you don't want to spend the money or you don't have chicken breasts in the house, use chicken thighs. They're absolutely fantastic. Same pan, chicken goes in, skin side down to brown. While our chicken is browning, finely chop 1 celery stalk, 1 carrot, finely chop 1 white onion. I like the white sweet ones, but you know, if you've got the yellow Spanish ones in your house, use those, they're just as good. 2 cloves of garlic, medium cloves, or if they're big, 1 large one. I want you to finely mince the garlic. Fresh oregano, about 2 tablespoons. If you don't have fresh oregano, use dried. I would say about 1 tablespoon. You want a good flavor of oregano in here. Drain off half of your cooking fat. Now our veggies go in so that we can saute them until they're soft and the onions are translucent and they all get to know each other really well. That's going to take about 10 minutes over medium-low heat. Our onions are all soft and translucent. Everybody's gotten to know each other very well. Now we're going to add a cup of chicken stock. That'll deglaze the pan completely, and I want you to let this reduce by about 1/3. Stir in a cup and a half of crushed tomatoes, a can of white cannoli beans, a can of your pinto beans. Now we need a sprinkling of salt and pepper, about a half a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. When you add your beans, make sure that you rinse and drain them before you add them into your cassoulet. Nestle your chicken and your sausages into your beans and tomato mixture. Oh, this absolutely is going to be fantastic. Now, if your pan is a little bit small to hold it and you find your sausages are having a hard time nestling in, all you have to do is cut them in half. They'll be just fine. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, see, it's much easier to find little places to slide them in because we want this to be quite full and everyone to be quite close together when they're in the oven. All right, last sausage goes in, cover it, and it's into a preheated 425-degree oven for 50 minutes. While our cassoulet is in the oven, we need to make our topping for it. Start off with 4 slices of bacon, and I want you to give them a very thin slice, a little bit like matchsticks. Once your bacon is browned and crisp, I want you to drain it on paper towels and set it aside. The base for our cassoulet topping is simply panko, or if you don't have those, you can use breadcrumbs. But I do like panko because it's a little bit crunchier. It stays a little bit harder, has a little bit more body to it. So to that, we're going to add our bacon. Here we go, our nice little bacon bits. Let me see if they're done. To perfection. Fantastic. Now, add a teaspoon of porcini powder. Now, this is available at any of your gourmet food stores, or you can order it online. If you don't have it and can't find it, you can leave it out. Let's mix these up. A good heaping teaspoon of dried oregano is going to go into our crumble mixture. And when you're using dried herbs, squeeze them between your fingers or rub them together in your hand. It helps to release all their flavors. And then a teaspoon of onion powder, not onion salt, onion powder. There we go. Mix it up again. Stir in a 1/4 cup of melted butter. Bacon and butter. Yum. Okay, are you ready for this? We've been in the oven for 55 minutes. Now it's time to do our crumble on top. Look at this magnificent sauce that's happening here. Everybody's cooked. Ooh, fantastic. Now it's time to put our crumble on top of our cassoulet and just sprinkle it all over the top. You're going to top the sausages, the sauce, the chicken. You've got a lot of crumble here and it goes all the way around our entire pan. Then we're going to put it back into the oven, but we've got the oven now at 500 degrees and we are not going to put a lid on this. So this actually it makes the most incredible topping for the cassoulet. A French lady who is from Toulouse, where cassoulet is from, taught me how to do this topping. So it's totally originally French. Ha! And it's fantastic. Now it's ready to go back into the oven, 500 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Hot and bubbly right out of the oven. Ooh, let it sit for 10-15 minutes before you dig in to serve it. When my kids were little, I used to make a huge pot of this cassoulet thinking, oh, hello, Paco. It'll be good for 2 nights. Guess what? It never lasted 2 nights because it's seriously delicious. Paco loves it. Okay, it's shout out time. First up, I thought I would send you over to Cooking Actress. Oh, she's got something that is absolutely incredible. Cinnamon bun scones. Now, I tried them. They are the perfect weekend treat. You love cinnamon rolls, but you don't want to do that whole yeast and rising and all that time kind of thing. Cinnamon bun scones, they're perfect. Don't miss out. Stop by Cooking Actress, okay? Okay, our second shout out today goes to Hun, What's for Dinner? Why? Because she has come up with frosted chocolate zucchini banana bars that are absolutely over the moon delicious. You cannot miss out. One of the best chocolate treats I've had in a long, long time. So, Hun, What's for Dinner is where you want to go, and frosted chocolate zucchini banana bars is what you want to check out. As always, thank you for visiting. Until next time, I'm going to miss you. Fantastic.